You're watching Mirror 7 News. Stay informed, stay ahead for more news.
Linda Calvey, once known as Britain's most notorious female gangster, recently opened up about a deeply emotional moment from her past, revealing the heartbreaking words her children said to her after her first arrest. Known widely as the Black Widow, Linda's life was marked by crime, tragedy, and the lasting impact on her family. In a rare and candid interview on This Morning, she spoke alongside her two children, Neil and Melanie, who rarely appear in public. Reflecting on the first time they visited her in prison in 1986, Linda recalled the question that struck her hardest. "When I got arrested, both of my children, first visit, they both come and said to me, 'Why did you do it, Mom? We only wanted you,'" she shared. It was a moment that clearly left a lasting mark on her, showing the unintended pain her choices caused to those she loved most. Linda's story is one of contrasts. She had no criminal background herself, yet became deeply involved in armed robberies after marrying notorious gangster Mickey Calvey. They met after he had been released from prison, and she was just 22 at the time. Mickey, described as very charismatic, was escorted to their wedding by an armed prison guard. Over the years, Linda evolved from being his getaway driver to actively carrying firearms during the heists, amassing a reported £1 million through these crimes. Her children also reflected on their difficult past. Neil admitted that losing their father when he was very young was traumatic, leaving fragments of memory that still stayed with him. Melanie explained that she had stayed away from public life for many years, wanting to protect herself and show another perspective on crime. She emphasized the challenges they faced as children, describing themselves as victims of circumstances out of our control, and highlighting the pain, anger, and bitterness they carried. After being sentenced to 7 years in 1986, Linda served 3, spending most of her time at HMP Holloway alongside infamous figures like Myra Hindley. But tragedy struck again when, just 18 months after her release, she committed another violent crime, killing Ronnie Cook. She initially tried to hire someone else for the act, but ended up taking the gun herself. She was subsequently imprisoned for 18 years. In later years, Linda turned her life around, publishing a book and reflecting on the person she had become. She noted her surprise that her life story had never been adapted into a film, despite the extraordinary events she lived through. During her incarceration, she encountered some of the most notorious women in British criminal history, including Rose West and Myra Hindley, sharing spaces and experiences that shaped her perspective on life and crime. Through it all, the memory of her children's words remained with her, a poignant reminder of the personal costs behind a life of notoriety and crime. Stay subscribed for more videos.